Guys, this is my tutorial for my application of the Everyday Minerals Foundation. And first of all, I'd like to apologize for my closet behind me. I know you guys can see everything, but my closet doors are actually broken, so I can't slide them over anymore, and campus maintenance just hasn't come to fix it yet. So it's been like that for a while, and it's really annoying me. But yeah, a lot of people really liked my liquid foundation application tutorial, so I figured I'm still using liquid foundation, but now I'm definitely using mineral foundation a lot more since I switched from Bare Minerals to Everyday Minerals. Bare Minerals was perfectly fine. It was the first regular foundation I ever used, and I liked it while I was using it, but the bismuth in it made me itch, and I started noticing it more and more like during the summer months. When I get like kind of sweaty and like when it would get wet, it would start to really itch. It never made me break out like it made some people, but I just didn't like that feeling, so I switched to Everyday Minerals because it's one of the mineral makeups that has no bismuth in it. So, I guess to start you guys off, I already put on my primer. I still use the Bare Escentuals Prime Time because their foundation was really the only thing that irritated my skin, so I still use their blushes and eyeshadows and even the Mineral Veil sometimes. So I have that all over my face. I have on eye primer as well, but I'm not going to do my eyes in this video. And then I put just a tiny dab of the NYX liquid makeup right on my cheeks because they were really red today, and I wanted to tone that down. And that foundation isn't nearly as full coverage as my Revlon, but I just wanted to go ahead and put it on because my green color control primer sometimes stands out more under mineral makeup than it will under liquid makeup, so I didn't want to risk the look of like being sick or anything because I was green. And then the only other thing I have on right now is I have just a tiny bit of under eye concealer on. You can still see my dark circles, but it's the Body Shop like little highlighter pen, and it's just like a luminous under eye concealer, so it'll brighten up the area and kind of like diminish the look of black circles, but it won't totally get rid of them. So that's all I'm wearing right now, and I'm going to start off with my Everyday Minerals powder, and it's the Start to Finish Rice Powder in Fair because I am fair. They have other multiple colors. I'm not sure how dark they actually go, but since it's a relatively translucent powder, even if you're darker, you should be able to just get like the medium or whatever, and it should blend into your skin. So I'm taking this on my Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face Brush, which I use as a powder brush, and that's just going right over my T-zone, and then just like a tiny bit on my cheeks to help keep the oil at bay so I don't get shiny. Okay, and then after that, the first thing I do is, that's not it. I'm going to take my concealer, and my Everyday Minerals concealer shade is Intensive Fair. And I'm going to use another Bare Escentuals brush, because I still love their brushes. And this brush is the Light Stroke brush. And sorry guys, I didn't realize this had like a little plasticky thing on it that I have to peel off. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to be using my Bare Escentuals Light Stroke brush and just pick up a tiny bit of that concealer on the brush, and that's just going to go right over my under eye circles and focus it in the inner corner and bring it out. And I usually do this before and after the foundation, before just to help cover it up, and then again after because sometimes it's not the level of coverage that I'm comfortable with. And this might end up being a two-part video because I'm already gone for 4 minutes, so sorry. And then I just have like a few acne scars down here still. I'm going to cover these up again. And then a tiny bit more, if I can get it out, for a blemish right here. And now I'm going to move on to my foundation. And for foundation, the brush I use is the Everyday Minerals, their flat top buffer brush. And you can buy this on their website for either $10 or $12. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was relatively cheap, especially considering all the kabuki brushes out there. Some of them are like, well over $30 or $40. And I've been using this as long as I've been using Everyday Minerals, so probably for like a month or two. And it's very soft and dense, and it hasn't irritated my face at all. Crap. Okay, there's like a little seal on here too. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, guys. I had to peel off the little seal cover. And I tapped a little bit into the lid, but I probably tapped like way too much in there because I don't need to use nearly that much. But I'm just going to dab my buffer brush in there and tap off the excess. And I've also heard really good things about Everyday Minerals long-handled kabuki brush, which is similar to this. It just has like a more rounded top. And from what I've read in reviews, I haven't tried that one personally, but this one gives slightly better coverage because the bristles are denser, and I guess the flat top gives better coverage than a rounded top. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I'm perfectly happy with this one, so I'm not going to spend $10 more to buy another one. You guys can see I'm just going in big buffing circles, really working that foundation in there because, you know, you have to really work it in there for it not to look like too powdery or cakey. I hear a lot of people saying, you know, they just started using mineral makeup and it looks really powdery, and usually what that means is that you haven't buffed it in well enough because it really needs to blend in with your skin. And another thing is that you shouldn't like load up too much on the first layer because it does have buildable coverage, and I feel if you put too much on at first it can get cakey. But if you just do like really small amounts at first and buff it in, and then if that's still not enough coverage, go back for more. That usually works perfectly fine. And then I'm going to get a little bit more for my... The only thing about this brush is I wish they had a smaller one because to get right here in the bridge of my nose can be kind of hard. And I had the Bare Minerals Baby Buki, which was like really small, but it made me itch too, so I stopped using it. I'm going to get just a tiny bit more because I can still see a bit of redness in my cheeks. So, and for those of you who haven't tried Everyday Minerals, it's really worth a shot. It's one of the cheapest mineral makeup companies that I've found, other than like, you know, drugstore companies. And I think they really are high quality because for a while I was seeing all these other people on YouTube talking about it. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, right, how can it be that much different from Bare Minerals? But I have honestly fallen in love with it since I got the free sample kit, which is another great benefit, you know. If you're afraid to try it out, it only costs the price of shipping, which for me was like $3. And you only have to pay tax if you live in Texas because that's where their headquarters are. But, you know, you get the mini 3 foundations, 1 concealer, and a blush, which is perfect. And you can order that as many times as you want to. And that's what really sold me, because I was able to try it. I ordered 2 free sample kits before I got this full order. And, I was able to find my perfect foundation match. So, yeah, I'm sold. But I definitely think there are benefits to using mineral makeup over liquid makeup. I'm not exactly saying, you know, the liquid makeup's horrible for your skin, but for me, it's honestly quicker and easier to do. So I have my full foundation look on, and you guys can see it covers really well. This is their intensive formula, so it is their heaviest coverage, but the matte provides pretty good coverage too. And I'm going to go back over just the slightest bit with my Intensive Fair Concealer over my dark circles. And I have this one blemish on the side of my face. Right there. Which won't go away, probably because my hair keeps on touching it. Okay. So there, I'm totally done with my foundation. And, I am going to go back over that with the Start to Finish powder because, like it says, it's start to finish, so it works as a primer, like a powder primer, and then it also works as a finishing powder to just kind of even everything out. Hold on just a second.